kingpin cornered in the hills of Jalisco, a luxury hideout shattered by gunfire, and the fall of one of Mexico's most feared cartel bosses in a blaze of bullets and propaganda. As flames rose and rumors raged, the death of El Mencho sent shockwaves far beyond his guarded gates. In the quiet hills of Jalisco, behind stone walls and manicured lawns, one of Mexico's most feared cartel leaders spent his final hours in hiding. Nemesio Oseguera, widely known as El Mencho, was killed on February 22nd after a military ambush in Woodland behind a luxury villa inside the exclusive Tapalpa Country Club. The gated enclave of weekend homes, nestled in the western state of Jalisco, had served as a discreet refuge for the head of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG. The two-story residence number 39, with its red-tiled roof and countryside views, concealed a life that investigators say was abruptly cut short. Authorities were led to the tranquil cluster of homes following a tip linked to Oseguera's partner. When troops moved in, he reportedly attempted to flee through the back garden towards a wooded hillside. He was struck by gunfire during the pursuit and later died from his injuries while being airlifted away, according to Mexican officials. Photographs reviewed by Reuters reveal a striking contrast between the villa's polished exterior and the details inside. Spacious rooms with modern finishes and wide windows overlooked green lawns. Yet, the kitchen told a different story. Takeaway containers strewn across the counter, spoiled strawberries, cartons of milk, and bottles of water left out. Boxes of potatoes and tomatoes sat on the floor. Elsewhere, cabinets were filled with medicines for migraines, insomnia, acid reflux, and fungal infections. Vials of Tationil Plus, an antioxidant marketed for cellular protection, were found in a freezer beside a written dosage schedule. In a bedroom wardrobe, neatly folded clothes sat alongside skincare products and perfume, with baby wipes stored in a drawer below. A cloth bearing the logo of a high-end jewelry boutique in Guadalajara was also recovered. Religious devotion was visible throughout the property. Figurines of Catholic saints, including the Virgin of Guadalupe and St. Jude Thaddeus, were arranged on a makeshift altar. A handwritten Bible passage expressing trust in God lay on a white sheet of paper. On the dining table, a small box wrapped in a bright red bow remained unopened. Tapalpa, known for ecotourism, pine forests and agave plantations used in tequila production, has faced scrutiny before. A decade ago, the United States Treasury imposed sanctions on businesses in the area, alleging they were used to launder money for the CJNG and its financial arm, Los Queenies. Following Oseguera's death, unrest broke out in parts of Mexico. Supporters erected roadblocks, set buses and shops ablaze, and attacked petrol stations. At the same time, social media was flooded with dramatic claims of airports seized, aircraft burning, and churches engulfed in smoke. Reuters reviewed many of these images and found them to be false. Experts say the misinformation spread with unusual speed, sometimes amplified by cartel-linked accounts seeking to exaggerate the scale of retaliation. Jane Esberg, an assistant professor at the University of Pennsylvania, said such tactics aim to project the impression that the government had lost control. Mexico's Security Secretary, Omar Garcia Harfuch, said authorities had identified various accounts linked to organized crime and were investigating further. President Claudia Sheinbaum acknowledged that numerous false reports were circulating and said efforts were underway to counter them. In the aftermath of a dramatic manhunt and a deadly confrontation, the killing of El Mencho has left not only burned-out vehicles and a silent villa in Tapalpa, but also a battle over narrative, as authorities and criminal groups vie to shape the story of what comes next.